Hello, today I'm going to be reacting to all of the Danganronpa beach sprites. Also, just to let you know, the quality on these sprites are crap. So, yeah, let's get going. First is Makoto. He looks alright. From the trailers, he looked like someone just took his head and slapped it onto another person's body, which was really weird and uncomfortable to look at. But here, he's just looking as plain as ever, which is nice, because that's his thing. Oh, here's Ishimaru! Coming in with the fan service, I guess. Who approved of this? I guess he was wearing something like this? So he could just be like, stop right there! You're running on the pool, and so he could be faster at speed walking, because that's what he does, because he doesn't want to break the pool rule. I mean, I feel like, is there going to be a scene where he's judging a girl for wearing a small swimsuit, and then she's going to be like, but you're wearing one too, and he's going to be like, oh gosh! Here's Byakuya. The color on his swim trunks look nice. It blends really well with his jacket. He's looking good. He's looking good. Don't have much else to say. Looking nice and smug. Okay, next is Mundo, and he's looking pretty buff. Yeah. I like his swimsuit a lot. It matches his jacket that he wore in Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I really like it. I don't really have much else to say, other than just he is really buff. Like, he has abs, which makes sense, because he's the ultimate biker. Wait, did they make Ishimaru wear that Speedo because the people who are making this game are trying to add in some Ishimaru fan service? And here's Leon, who's wearing a sweatshirt over his skin and some swim trunks. He looks good, looks cool, looks very nice. Looks nice, looks good, looks very good. Here's Safumi, who looks like a big glob of just pudding. Like, oh my gosh, he is round and shiny. Also, he's wearing some Princess Pickles swim trunks. I almost said underwear. I mean, it kind of looks like underwear, I guess. But it looks good. I can see him wearing this. Yeah, this, I feel like he would wear this. This makes sense. Here's Hagakure, who somehow looks like even more of a pot smoker. I mean, yeah, he looks pretty good. He's looking good. Don't have much else to say. He looks like he's going to smoke a huge blunt and then tell me about aliens. Here's Chihiro, who has an absolutely amazing looking swimsuit, because he's not wearing like just some trunks or just a girly swimsuit. He's just wearing some small trunks and a swim shirt, I assume. I like that it's a gender neutral piece of clothing, where if you've never played the game, you could probably look at him and still think he's a girl, but even if you have played the game, you could still look at him and you're like, okay, yeah, that's not like extremely girly. I like that. Here's Sayaka, who is looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm really liking the towel around her waist, and I think her swimsuit is a reference to the one she wore in the anime in that one scene from Danganronpa 3. But like, overall, it's a pretty good swimsuit, and I like it. Here's Kirigiri, who's also looking really nice. Also, she kind of looks like she's in her underwear, but that's probably because the quality on this picture is garbage. Overall, pretty good picture. I think that's also a reference to seeing a picture, official art that was made for the Danganronpa 3 anime. Okay, here's Asahina. She's looking mighty pretty. We've all seen her in the trailer, and yeah, as you can see, she has no abs, which a lot of people are unhappy about, which makes sense because she's athletic. She should have abs. I mean, she looks pretty good. And again, I think the swimsuit appeared in Danganronpa 3 promotional art. I'm starting to see a pattern. Ooh! Here's Genocide Jill. She's looking really cool. I like it. I like the color scheme of the swimsuit, and I like how the markings on her leg were added. That's some nice attention to detail. Though, I saw her braids were longer. I really saw her braids were longer. Okay, here's Toko, who's wearing the same thing as Sao did, except she has a cloth hanging around her leg, so no one can see the markings, which I like that. That's a good idea. Okay, here's Sakura, who is wearing a pink swimsuit. I can't really see exactly what she's wearing because her arm is covering most of her body. But I see that she's wearing a little swimsuit skirt. And okay. I mean, it looks nice on her. It's simple, but it looks nice. And here's Junko, who is wearing a one piece. Even though in the promotional art, she's wearing something else. But why? Just why would the people who made this game make it so Junko is wearing a one piece when in the promotional art she's wearing something completely different? This is just bamboozling us. I mean, like, why? And here's Makoto, who is wearing a bikini and doesn't have abs, and in my opinion, it would have made more sense for her to wear the one piece instead of Junko. But I get whatever. I'm not in charge of this. She doesn't have abs. She doesn't have abs, even though she's the ultimate soldier. She should be very fit. I would think wearing a one piece would be more her thing, but just okay. I'm just stupid, I guess. Beautiful. Here's Hachime, who is wearing some swim trunks. That's it. I mean, he's looking good. I'm pretty sure every single fangirl is fangirling over the fact that he is shirtless. I don't dislike it. I just have nothing to say about it. Oh, and here's the boy himself, the man himself, Nagito Komeda. He's wearing a sweatshirt and some blue swim trunks. Yep, almost forgot the name. We saw this in the trailer, so he does look really cool. Like, he looks really good. I like it. I like it a lot, along with everybody else. And here's Tugami, who is supposed to be wearing a reverse version of Byakuwa's swimsuit, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm more focused on the fat rolls on his neck. They look like his neck just turned 180 degrees and it's broken, and it kind of makes me a little uncomfortable. Also, was how small his feet is. They're so small. And here's Gundam, who I think might have some abs. That might be just because the quality is garbage, but I think he might have abs. I hope he does, because that means he wrestles, well, he hugs bears. He probably doesn't wrestle them, because he's the ultimate breeder. He loves animals. He would never hurt them. Also, yeah, of course Gundam would wear his scarf into the pool or into the ocean. Of course he would. My boy Gundam, he's looking amazing. He's looking absolutely stunning. I hope a figure company comes by and just gives us all more Danganronpa figures because of this new game coming out. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And here's Kazuichi, who is jacked. Like, oh my gosh. That's genuinely surprising that he's this buff. Like, he has abs. Kazuichi has abs. Which might make people even more mad that Mukuro and Asahina don't have abs. But Kazuichi does. I mean, I guess being a definitely being a mechanic requires a lot of strengths. I think. I don't know much, so I'm going to just assume it does. And unless this is just fan service, this could be fan service. And he literally has no reason to have abs. Here's Teru, who I feel like he should have a pair of binoculars just so he could, like, spy on girls. Like, I feel like that would make sense. Or, like, he should have, like, sunglasses so he could look at girls' boobs. Yeah, he must go, like, he has to go full on creep. I mean, he already looks like a creep. He has the ensemble of a creep. I just realized that he's pretty much wearing the same thing as every other guy. But it's Teru, so it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I feel like I'm saying a lot of stupid things in this video that will probably backfire on me. There's Nekomaru, who's jacked and wearing a Speedo because, well, why not? I mean, he does seem like the type of guy who would do that. Oh, yeah, of course, he has to have an easy thing to take off so he could take massive dumps. I figured out. Oh, those knees. Oh, those knees. Oh, those feet are small. Here's Fujihiko, who, just looks like some little kid at a swimming pool with, like, gold chain that thinks he's so cool. I mean, he looks good in, I mean, he looks good. And here's Akane wearing the swimsuit she wore in Danganronpa 2. I thought she had abs. I really thought Akane did actually have abs. Am I going crazy? I might just be going crazy. I mean, it's nice that we actually do get a sprite of her in the swimsuit, because I think she got hit on the head, and Mikan was like, oh gosh, and she was rushed to the hospital. Well, she was rushed to Mikan. So I guess, it's nice we get to see it. And here is Chiaki, who is also wearing something completely different than what was shown in the promotional art. Okay, I know that, like, a Chiaki swimsuit sprite existed, but, like, her in a different swimsuit was already shown. This just feels kind of lazy at this point. Maybe I'm being too hard, but sheesh, like, And here's Sonya, who is looking really pretty, like, Wow, she's looking smoking. I don't know, she's looking pretty. I really like the pink cloths over the rest of her. I mean, I'm glad that that whoever's making this game, whether it be Kodaka or Spike Chunsoft or just Nintendo itself, I'm glad that it wasn't just, they didn't just use her wetsuit and we're like, boom, okay, on to the next one. Oh, and here's Yoko. My hero looks so nice. Ah, I'm really liking this. This is a good one. Like, she looks really good in that. I really like this sprite. I like it. I like it a lot. One of my favorites. You know, I guess I'm an idiot because I thought that Mikan would actually get some character development, but it just seems like she's wearing a really small bikini and she's just going to be used for nothing but fan service. Great. Because I love seeing a character who has been abused her entire life be used as just to show off boobies. I love that so much. Yay. Just, like, doesn't anyone think this might be actually a little bit too much? Like, I feel like it's a little too small. Like, I feel like Mikan has been, like, used for fan service in the past, but I feel like those are pretty mild. But I feel like this is a little bit too much. I don't know, I feel like I'm sounding like old like white lady going like, oh, you kids always wearing skimpy clothes, get off my property. Anyways, I hate this one. It's my least favorite, and I could go on for hours about why I don't like it. And it made me not really want to play the game because I don't want to play a game where I'm constantly looking at Mikan being used for like constant fan service, because I like Mikan's character. Okay, on to the next one. I'm talking too long. Oh, Buki. She's looking really nice. I like how the swimsuit matches with her hair color. It's so nice. It's really nice to look at. Well, it would be if the pictures I used weren't complete garbage. Okay, here's Peko, who is wearing the same swimsuit that she wore in Danganronpa 2. Okay, she's looking nice. She's looking pretty. She's looking nice and pretty. Definitely actually one of my favorites. Kamakura, yes, queen! He's, looking all goth. I'm sure the fangirls are loving the fact that he's shirtless. Yeah, I'm sure they're all loving it. He's the emo, long-haired boy. Oh, Monomi is, wearing, she's wearing, like a one-piece that is, split in two. I just realized that. Huh. Nice. And here's Usami, who is wearing a bikini, I guess. Okay, now on to Ultra Despair Girls. Seriously, again? Kamaro gets a different outfit, even though she was shown having something different. I like it, but I'm still kind of annoyed. I'm just gonna skip the Warriors of Hope. Been spending most of my life living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most of my life living in the gangster's paradise. I don't even remember who this is. Dang boy, she sick! Anyways, on to Danganronpa V3. Shuichi's looking, pretty nice. He is, he's looking pretty cool. I'm liking this. I like it. Definitely one of my favorites. Oh, Kaido, he's looking kind of fit. I'm liking the star trunks that he has. Those are nice. Sans! Ah, yes. Shirtless Rantaro. Oh, I'm so glad that Gonta wasn't given a Speedo, because it seems like it was a lot of the more muscular characters. They were given like kind of small swimsuits. So I'm glad that Gonta wasn't was one of those. And here's Kokishi, who went from a buff, muscular guy with a water gun to a little kid in swim trunks. I'm sure a lot of the Kokichi fangirls are they're just rolling around on the floor in agony. And Kyo stole Sonya's wetsuit, I guess. He looks like a robot. He really does. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like that a lot. Finally, I get to find out if Kurumi's size are enough to suffocate me. By the looks of it, probably. And that's all I need to know. Himiko is, she's in a swimsuit. Don't know what else to say. Hey, there's Maki. Maki's looking pretty good. That's a nice swimsuit. Still ashamed that she doesn't have abs. She doesn't have abs. And here's Tenko wearing a pink bikini and also doesn't have abs. Which, this just seems weird. I didn't think Tenko would actually wear something revealing, because she wouldn't want, like, degenerate males looking at her. Here's Samugi. I don't like Samugi, but that does look nice on her, I guess. And I guess it makes sense that Angie, all she has to do to get ready to swim is just take off her coat. And here's Mew wearing a swimsuit that I am pretty sure is bigger than Mikan's. They done did Mikan dirty. And they could have at least done like Mew also. This just feels like they just don't like Mikan. And finally, here's Kaede, who is in a really nice looking swimsuit. I actually really like it. Blue is one of my favorite colors, and I feel like that is just amazing. That is a really nice looking swimsuit. So, it kind of looks like her nipples are kind of showing out of it. Am I the only one thinking that? I still really like it. It looks really nice on her. Okay, here's my final thoughts on all of the swimsuits. Honestly, they're all, well, most of them are kind of disappointing. And I think the reason why me and a lot of other people feel that way is because of how well made the anniversary sprites were. Those sprites, still, like, the characters were wearing, like dresses, they're in, like, tuxedos, and, like, a whole bunch of different clothing, and, like, their hair was all different. I know, like, it's stupid to kind of expect something like that with swimsuits, obviously, but it just feels like there could have been some more creativity with some of them. Like, really, I know I keep on talking about Mikan, but she could have been given, like, a sun hat or a bag full of sunscreen. Like, even if she's wearing something, like, that's fan servicey, I feel like I still would have liked it if she had, like, a sun hat or glasses or had a backpack full of sunscreen, which would make sense since she's the ultimate nurse. And maybe Celeste could have had, like, a parasol to keep her from the sun, because she's very pale. Or Or like maybe like with some of the girls, or like the girls who are really into like just keeping themselves pretty, they could have had their hair up. Because from what I've heard from, well, not many girls, but from a few girls, is that like long hair getting wet can be annoying. So like maybe they could have had their hair in like different ways, like a ponytail or a bun or something. I don't know, like, also, it just felt kind of lazy how they just took, like, swimsuits ideas from other games, or other things like promotional art and, uh, and from previous games, and they just slapped it on. And with Angie, they just straight up removed her jacket, which actually is, that's kind of annoying, because just that feels kind of lazy. Like they're like, okay, whatever, just put some stuff on. They'll take it no matter what. I mean, when the game comes out, I'm still probably gonna play it, but I just kind of wish that the swimsuit designs were more creative. I mean, and it's such a shame that we kind of got these, but we'll never get the 10th anniversary sprite designs. That is such a shame. And I think that is what's kind of like disappointing about all of them. Anyways, if you watch this entire video, why would you do that? And okay, thank you for wasting your time.